Welcome to the classroom. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel.
The public relations function, or its functions, are to promote the organization itself, building good relations between the company and various interest groups, focusing on and protecting the image of the organization. So, publicity. Public relations is concerned with creating a good company image through publicity, sponsorships, press conferences, speeches, special events, written material, and such things as logos, signs, and business forms. Publicity will refer to the activities that promote a company or its product by circulating news about it in the media. Public relations can have a strong impact on public awareness at a much lower cost than advertising. Publicity is relatively cheap because the business does not have to pay for the media space or time. However, the company does not have as much control over publicity as it does over advertising, and bad publicity can be very damaging. A special note is that publicity is often more effective than advertising because it is perceived as news and therefore has a greater credibility. Some of the characteristics of public relations include ensuring that the customers are happy with the goods or services that they receive, having good communication channels between all people, both within and outside of the organization, encouraging staff to be friendly and helpful to customers, show social responsibility by engaging in social community projects. It can involve people such as public relations officers. The administration function. The administration function of the business provides a service to the other functions by managing information and carrying out general activities such as filing and the handling of mail. Administration is all about information. Information is essential for management to make effective decisions. In today's fast-paced business world, there is an ever-increasing need for usable information. For this reason, the administration function is the information center of a business. So, when you think about information, you have to think about it in two forms. There is data and there is information. Data are the facts that cannot be used to make a decision because they have not yet been processed into useful or meaningful forms. An example of data would be costs, dates, and staff names. And then there's information. Information is data that has been processed into a useful form so that it can be used to make a decision about a specific issue. It has been made meaningful. An example of information would be to link staff members' names to the dates and costs that was incurred by him or her. Then the business could see who was responsible for the most costs. Information management is the collection, the processing, the storing, the retrieving, the distribution, and the discarding of information. Some of the characteristics of the administration function are handling, recording, and filing information, planning, scheduling, and record keeping of transactions in the business, managing an administrative budget, organizing and setting up efficient systems. Some of the employees in this function may be administrative assistants, personal assistants, and secretaries. The general management function. The general management function is an umbrella function because its role is to oversee all the other functions of the business. General management is responsible for achieving the goals of the business by combining all the other functions into one successful operation. To implement the goals of the business, which is mostly to make a profit, employees in the general management function undertake 4 main management activities. Do you remember what these management tasks are? Planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. In planning, the general management function decides what they want to make happen and what must be done to ensure that it does. Planning therefore involves setting future goals to be achieved. By asking the business how it is going to achieve its goals, a planning process is being put in motion. Through planning, the general management function will identify the resources needed to achieve the goals. Organizing has to do with making resources available so that the plans can be put into action. It also involves allocating duties and responsibilities to the employees. The management function decides on the tasks or jobs that need to be carried out. It also has to decide who the best people are to do these tasks and who will they report to concerning their responsibilities. Involves guiding and influencing the activities of employees so that they are aware of what is expected of them. It involves shaping the behavior and attitudes of the workers and directing and coordinating their activities. By leading, general management needs to motivate and encourage staff by giving them an example to follow and incentives to perform their jobs well. Involves comparing the actual result with the planned goal so that the necessary steps can be taken to ensure that the required standards are met. Managers need to know that plans are being followed and that objectives are being achieved. If they are not, new plans will have to be implemented. Controls can take the form of standards, budgets, inspections, and audits. Disciplinary procedures are also a means of a control. Some of the characteristics of general management. Managers, all the other managers in the business, it is an umbrella management function. It plans, organizes, leads, and controls. It ensures that the other functions work together and communicate with each other. It is divided into 3 levels: top management, middle management, and lower level management. A rhyme to remember the 8 business functions would be: fun and games have made production pure pleasure. So the fun would stand for financial, the and would stand for administrative, the games would be general management. Maybe it's because they love playing games, I don't know. The have would be human resources. The made would be marketing because they make things happen. And then production obviously is what it is production. And then pure stands for public relations. And the pleasure stands for the purchasing function, because you know what, it's very nice to buy things with somebody else's money, of course.
Thank you for joining us in this lesson. If you learned something, give the video a like, share, and subscribe for more great content.